Hey guys, so we are going to start our week looking at nonfiction and expository texts. One of the things we're going to look at is summaries and inferences in those types of texts. I know you guys are pros at this, but I'm going to quickly walk through a strategy that I use for this in case you need it once more. Since this is a video, there will be moments where you just I ask you to pause and to read through information, or I ask you to try something on your own and then check whatever you got with what I have. So for this first slide, I have a quick read on your own. It's about the skills and organizational patterns authors use when writing a nonfiction, aka expository text. So go ahead and pause right now, and when you're ready, hit play. Great, now that you're ready, one way to quickly look for all these points, as in creating a summary, looking at patterns of organization, and making predictions, is through power. I'm going to walk through each of those parts on how to do that with this small text here. Then you will try, and then you will have an exit ticket that you need to get to later. So the P in power stands for pictures. In this text, there's no pictures, so I would move on from there quickly. Then the O stands for overviewing titles and subtitles. Here I only have one title, which is Woody Guthrie. I know when I look at this, and obviously when I look at the first sentence, because as a reader I'm already kind of peeking at what I'm supposed to be reading anyway. I know it's about a person, and it might be an important person or someone that I need to make an inference on. So I have that here. The W stands for writing those quick jots. So I would have made sure that I wrote those quick jots next to the pictures or next to the subtitles to kind of get into the text and start engaging with what I'm about to read. The E stands for examine the text structures. It could be more than one here, but for right now I'm going to go with chronological, because once I see those dates and I see during the Great Depression, age 16, those are clues for me that not only is it about someone's life, but this is probably going to be written in order. Also, I could have selected description because it's going to be a description about someone's life. The R stands for reading every first sentence. With those first sentences, though, I'm going to make a learning prediction. So, reading the first sentences, Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, 1912 to 1967, was born in Okemos, Oklahoma. Second paragraph. Eventually, Guthrie gained fame as a folk singer, writing more than 1,000 songs. So, in my mind, I'm already making this prediction. Well, I'm going to learn about this person during this time period, and he's a folk singer writing lots of songs. So, for me, I think I will learn about a famous musician that left an impact on his community. Then, once I've done these steps, I'm going to read and write a gist. As you know, we write gist for everything that we read. So, looking at this and reading aloud, Woodrow Wilson Guthrie, 1912 to 1967, was born in Okemos, Oklahoma. When he was a child, his parents taught him traditional Irish ballads, cowboy songs, and Native American songs. Uprooted by family tragedy, Guthrie took to the road for the first time at age 16. During the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl, he roamed the Southwest looking for work. To earn money, he played his guitar and sang. That's a very young age to start going on your own. But he was already making music to earn some cash. So these are just things that I'm thinking as I read. Eventually, Guthrie gained fame as a folk singer, writing more than 1,000 songs. Do you recognize these lyrics from his most famous song? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. These lyrics really talk about the futures in the United States. So again, as a reader, I'm already like making these connections in my head. He must have left an impact in the community. Now I want to write the gist using obviously the who, what, when, where, why, and making that slight inference. For me, when I read this one, who am I talking about? Woody Guthrie. What is he? A famous singer during what time? The early 1900s. What did he do? Why is he important? Well, his music was greatly influenced by his families and his surroundings. That's the inference that I made. And then if you look here where it says try it, in his songs, what land is Guthrie actually singing about? What clues lead the reader to infer this? California to New York Islands, those are obviously states in the United States. So that's the land that I know he's talking about, the USA. So think about all those steps I took. What you're going to do now is read the selection on Lady Bird Johnson. I want you to try to fill out power for yourself and write it and think of a gist. You can do that on a notebook sheet of paper. You can do that in your mind. But right now, go ahead and put pause. And when you're done, hit play to continue. Great. Now that you're ready, go ahead and check your answers with mine. This is what I have for the most part. I didn't write out what power meant. I just kind of wrote the answers to them. Check your answers with mine. No pictures. It's a biography again about someone. President's wife here, something I would jot. Again, chronological, or actually not chronological because I don't see dates, so that's wrong. I would probably write description. My learning prediction, the impact a former First Lady made. And my gist that I wrote is Lady Bird Johnson was a former First Lady and worked to fight poverty and help the environment. Using all this, I would go ahead and answer my question here, which is the best summary of the biography? And if you look here, the summary closest to my gist or similar is D, which is something that I would probably pick because it also isn't a small detail. And if you notice, even in the first text that I read, there's like little hints and think about it as you read to kind of help you think through the text. Now, you will do your exit ticket. So go back to Google Classroom. Think about all the steps that I just did and what I did to connect as I read. Good luck. And also for extra help, I'll have some other videos in Google Classroom to help you with main idea and summarizing. Good luck.